Hello guys, so this session is basically for how to provide the command line argument by using an IntelliJ IDEA. There is some scenario when you are writing the program and once you are going to test the program execution flow, then you have to provide the command line argument, right? So depends on your ID, what ID you are using, you have to provide the command line value, and accordingly that value has to be taken by the program and the execution flow will start, right? So in this case we are going to see that how to provide the command line argument in the case of IntelliJ IDEA. For your information, I am using this IntelliJ IDEA Community Edition 2020.1. Okay, so let us see that how we can add the command line argument in IntelliJ IDEA. So for this, what I did, I have written a sample program. This is a insufficient fund exception.java program. So this is a custom exception class which is going to extend the exception. Simple way I will tell you what this particular class is going to do, and then going forward we will see that how to add the command line argument to proceed the execution flow of this particular program, right? So we have the insufficient fund exception class, that is the custom exception class, or we can say that user defined exception class, and this exception class is not available in Java API, means java.lang package. Under the exception class there is no any class which is available like insufficient fund exception. So what I did, I just extended this particular class with the exception class, and along with this I have taken the two variable, one is the balance and second is the account number. Because these two variable is going to be used further, so what I did, I just taken the constructor for this particular class and define this variable as an argument and initialize this particular variable with the current class reference. What is the current class reference? That is this, right? Now what I did, I wanted to show the message when this particular exception will be arise. Then on that situation I did one thing, I just override the toString method which is coming from object class, and I am providing my own custom message, right? This custom message has to be appear to the end user when this particular exception will come into the picture. So here I am returning insufficient fund exception, account, that is the string, and account number C we are using over here, and it does not have the sufficient balance, and it will depends on the various condition that we are going to see further. Now let us see, this is the test class that I am writing here, and under this test class we have the main method, and what I am doing here, you can see at this line number 21, this is the place where the command line argument is required, right? So we are providing the int value for the balance, right? And this int value has to be taken from command line, right? So once the balance value will be coming into the picture, so I added one condition that if balance is greater than 2000, right, then on that situation user can go ahead and proceed further and he can withdraw the money, right? If the balance is less than 2000, then on that situation I am throwing the insufficient fund exception. So here you can see the balance that is coming over here, I am providing in this particular exception, insufficient fund exception class, because you know we are using this particular insufficient fund exception over here where we are providing the two argument, one is the balance and second is the account number. So on the basis of this we have to provide the balance that we that is coming from command line argument, and for account number simply I just hard coded the value A01234, and under the try block, if any problems will be occurred at any line number, then on that situation the corresponding catch block will be executed. So I have given insufficient fund exception that should be handled by the catch block if any problems will be occurred inside the try block related with this, because you can see here line number 25, this is throwing insufficient fund exception if the balance is less than 2000 rupees, right? So let me run this program and let us see that what is happening over here, right? I will go here, I will just run test.main. we'll wait for execution. You can see here it is throwing exception in thread main java.lang.arrayIndex out of bound exception 0, and it is coming due to line number 21, right, at this line number. So we need to add one more catch block over here, catch. The same exception I will copy, that is coming over here. Okay, then I am just providing the reference for this particular exception class as AE, arithmetic exception. I am just printing AE value. What anyhow, once this particular exception will come, right, then on that situation toString method will be called automatically over here. Let me run this program again and check what is the output now. Now you can see java.lang.arrayIndex out of bound exception of 0, right? So this is coming due to line number 21. I am very much sure about this because we are not providing any value over here, right? Because anyhow you have to provide the value from the command line argument. So let us see that how we can provide the value from the command line argument. If you wanted to provide the value from command line argument in IntelliJ IDEA, then you just go here, you can see here test class, because this is the test class we executed, so it will come automatically over here. Just go in the edit configuration, and in the edit configuration we have the program arguments section, right? You can find here program arguments. So under this I can provide the value as a 1000 rupees, right? Only one value is required because only one command line argument for fetching the value. For only one command line argument we have written the code, right? I just click on apply and click on OK, right? So once we are providing the command line argument, let us see what are the changes happen again when we are running this particular program. Now you can see the actual string message that we are returning over here, that will appear because it is accepting this command line argument value what we have given, that is correct. So it is coming into where it is coming. So this is toString value. Okay, here we have been provided 1000 rupees, so the balance is less than 2000. Then on that condition it will come into the else block and it will throw new insufficient fund exception. So the balance value it will take, right, and it will have the account number value. So it will come into the first catch block, and what will happen on this particular reference, it will automatically call toString method. So once the toString method will be called here, then it will go in the toString method. What's the implementation you have been provided inside the toString method? We are returning the string message insufficient fund exception, account number value, it is taking A0123 from here, does not have the sufficient balance. Let us go for the positive scenario. This is for the negative scenario, and if I am providing the account balance value more than 2000, means 2100, then on that situation it should not go into the else block and it should print the message over here because there is no any exception will arise, right? So let me go here under the edit configuration, under the program arguments I will provide 2100, right? Click on apply, click on OK. Again rerun the program. You can see the message has been changed, please enter the amount to proceed further, and the same message is coming from if block. So guys, this is the way that you can provide the command line argument value from IntelliJ IDEA, right? And if you are feeling that this session is helpful for you, go ahead and subscribe this channel and like this video. Thanks for your time and thanks a lot.